Hello guys, this is Nirmal from CGI Checklist, and today we're going to see about how to create a rain freeze effect inside of Blender. It looks something like this. Okay, and now let's open up Blender. It is already open in my case, so I'm just go to the viewport and delete everything. I'm going to delete it by pressing A to select everything and hit delete. Alright, now we have an empty viewport. So at first we have to make an emitter for the rain, so we're going to add a plane. For that, press Shift A and select plane. Now it is very small, so we're going to make it quite big, so I'm going to scale it 10 times. So press S for scale and type 10 in the numpad. Now go to the front view and push this plane in the Z axis by pressing G for grab and hitting G and pushing it like this. Okay, for now it's enough. Now what we're going to do is we're going to assign a particle system for this plane. So select the plane and hit this icon for particles. Go to the icon and press plus sign here. It will assign a particle system to the plane. If you play it, it looks something like this. You guys can notice that all the particles are just popping out at the top and just falling out like this. So this happened because the plane is inverted, so we have to flip it 180 degrees. So select the plane again. We have to turn to the y-axis, so hit R for rotate and press Y 180. Now we solved that problem. Yeah, it looks something like rain. Okay, so we're in the right direction. So now we are going to make changes to the particle system so it looks more like the rain particles. So again, we're going to go to the particle settings here, and if you guys don't see this, you have to select the plane since it's already selected. So we're going to change the number of particles to maybe 10,000. Okay, and also we're going to change the start frame to maybe -100 because we need to have the rain coming all the way down at the start of the frame 1. So I just starting the particle system at the frame -100. And we can set the end frame to maybe 500, maybe 200 for now. And the lifetime is 2000. Okay, we don't need any randomness in this case. And this looks good. I'm just putting 10,000 because it doesn't slow my viewport. If I put more than for the final render, I'm just planning to put more than 400,000 particles, so it looks more like rain. Alright, now what are we going to do next? Okay, our plan is to have the rain stop in the mid-air and freeze in the mid-air. That's what we're going to do now. So for that, we need to do some animation in the field weights, like in the gravity and also in the wind. The next step is to add a force field. So let me stop this animation here. Okay, just move this quite a bit high. Okay, like this. To add a force field, go again Shift A and select force field, and where is that? Wind. Okay, I'll scale it up a little bit like that. Okay, all right, looks good now. Now what we're going to do is go again to the particle settings. We should turn off all these other force fields here, just except the wind. Okay, all right. We want the rain to stop in the midair, so what we're going to do to achieve that effect is to animate the gravity, so also the wind force field. So let's see how to do that. Okay, for that you're gonna want to select the emitter, and I have written some value keyframes here. What did I done in the previous video, so because this is my first tutorial, so kindly bear with me. Okay, let's see how to stop this rain in the midair. For that, going to animate the gravity. Like I said, go to the frame 115 and insert a keyframe here, force field, and press I, and go to the frame 135, says 0, hit I. What it makes is now the rain will stop in the mid-air like that. You see, and it's blowing up because of the wind force field. Okay, let's see how it looks. Okay, it looks okay, not bad. And also we can reduce the wind strength. We can do that by making that 0 and 0. Now let's check how it looks. Whoa, I think we have to bake the particle system. Let's see. Alright, not bad. Okay, now we're also going to animate the wind. Just go to the select the plane, go to the frame 115 and go to the particle system, turn it to 0, and again go to the frame 141. Guys, these are the things I written it already in a paper so that I can do it without confusion. I'm sorry guys, you have to bear with me. This is my first time. Okay, kindly bear with me. Thank you. 0.5 in the frame 41 insert a keyframe. Okay, alright, now just check how it looks. Let's bake it and check how it looks. Go to cache. Okay. Oh, okay, bake. Ah, it looks good. Alright, now we don't want only the rain to stop in the mid-air. We also want to add a bouncing motion to the particles, so that we're going to add a reverse gravity to make the particles go up a little bit and just stop. And we're also going to add some Brownian motion, like wavy motion to the particles, just to give it some physics. So next step, what we're going to do is go to the frame 145 and change the gravity to -1. and hit I to insert a keyframe, and go to the frame 148 and change it to 050 and insert a keyframe. This is to slow down the bounciness of the particle. It just stops and goes up and slows down. I hope it works correctly. And the last keyframe for the gravity is to go to the frame 152 and make it 0 and insert a keyframe. So what it does is it falls and it stops and again goes in reverse to a certain speed and again slows down and stops. So it's like bouncing. The raindrops are just not stopping like that. It just bounces off to a certain degree. And we're also going to add a Brownian motion. It's under the physics tab. So let's clear the bake on the physics tab. Sorry, Brownian motion. Yeah, got it. Okay. For this one, we're gonna want to go to frame 127. It's just after it stops, the rain stops. So 127, and we're going to change everything as 0. It's already in 0. Let's keyframe it. Oh, okay. And the next keyframe is in the frame number 131. And we're going to change the value now. We're going to put it like 0.001 for the Brownian motion, and we're also going to change the value for the drag and the damp. We're going to change it to 0.350, and also for the damp we're going to change it to 0.306. These values are just for my taste. Maybe you can play with it, you can get a better result. Once you've done that, you have to go forward to 154, same keyframes, just hit I and go to 158. Now change everything to 0. Guys, kindly bear with me, guys. This is my first time making a tutorial. I didn't make any tutorials in my life till now. This is the first time. Now just check how it looks, okay? And for that we need to bake it again. So bake. Okay, let's check. That's what we want. Now we're going to make the raindrop. Just hide the plane for now. Shift A, go to mesh, UV sphere. We don't want this much of geometry, so we can reduce that to the segments. We can put in 8, and for the rings we can put it 8. It's a low poly sphere. Right click and it's shade smooth. So we're going to assign a material for the sphere. For that, go to the shading tab and hit new for the new material. Delete the principal BSDF shader. Add shader, glass shader. I think this will look somewhat like a drop, maybe. Increase the roughness a little bit. Okay. Now turn on the plane. Push this in the z-axis like this. Okay. Now we're going to assign the sphere to each and every particles. To do that, I think you guys already know how to do it. I'm just going to, okay, Let's delete the bake. To do that, go to the particle settings, go to render. Right now it is set to halo. You have to choose object and pick this eyedropper tool and just select the sphere. Now each and every particle becomes that sphere. Alright. Okay. Let's also uncheck the show emitter. Okay. Now just check. Being a little bit slow now. Okay, let's check how it looks. Maybe you have to bake. Alright, it looks good. Let's check. Yeah, it looks good. Now it's time for us to add a camera. To do that, let me first turn off the particle system. Go to the solid view. Go to Shift A, camera. Okay. Alt R to reset the rotation, Alt G to reset the location, and you can also add an environment to the scene. Okay. Right. Let's go to the render view. Click on the world icon. Let's go to environment texture. Open up an environment. I'm going to use this because it's like a rain effect, like a rain mode to it. So just select that and hit open image. Let's wait for some time for it to load. Okay, here it is. Update Z180. Update X. S90. Now the camera is facing this way. When we move our camera, when we move our camera, looks good, but when we start to grab it and move it, there is no parallax. So to solve this, what we can do is to project an environment in a dome, like a cylinder or a cube, so that we can have a parallax when we move the camera. Let me show you how to do it. Okay, just to do that, let's go to the solid view. Let's go to Shift A, mesh, cylinder. Okay, scale it in the Z-axis like that. Okay, and right click it, shade smooth. Go to the shading tab. It's already in the shading tab. Go to the look dev mode, click on new material, delete the principal BSDF shader, delete it. Go to add texture, environment texture, go to add shader, emission shader. Okay, connect it to the color and open the same environment map. Now we have something like this. So go to the numpad side view, go to the side view, grab Z, put in just the tree line, just go into that and see how it looks. Okay, it looks somewhat good. So now you can go to the top view. Oh, what is that? The top view, and just scale it like this, maybe a little bit larger. Okay, now when we go to the camera view, if we move the camera, we're having a parallax. It's not good, we can fix it. Okay, now we have parallax. Look at that. Alright, to fix the stretching issues, what can we do is, let's check how it looks. Just go to the edit mode. Oh, sorry. Select the cylinder, go to the edit mode, just grab this face, top face, go to face select mode, grab the top face, grab it, the z-axis like that, and okay, I select the bottom face. Oh, it's like this. Okay, bottom face and grab in the z-axis again. Just put it like that. Okay, now if you press tab and select the object mode, you can check how it looks. This looks good. Rotate it. Oh, come on. Now we have parallax for that. Of course, there's some stretching issues going on here, so we can fix it, but I'm not going to do it right now. So let's carry on with the rain effect. Okay, now we kind of want to go to the EV render option and turn on ambient occlusion, bloom, screen space reflections, and refractions inside screen space reflections. And we need shadows, soft shadows. Okay, let's check how it looks. Let's do a viewport rendering and check how it looks. Okay, also let me turn down the size of the particles. Now 0.010, and also increase the randomness a little bit like that. Okay, we also want to bake the particles, so it's very important. So just go to the timeline and just hit okay. For that we have to save it. File, save as. Okay, and also we have to choose a path. Okay, accept, and put it as tutorial TUT and change to a video format. Okay, let's go to the camera view and just check render a viewport animation and check how it looks. Alright, before we render an animation, we just want to change some values here. So let's go to the camera. We need to change the camera settings. Select the camera. We need to have a wider focal length, maybe like this. And also I'm going to increase the number of particles in the scene. Just select the plane and go to the particle settings. Okay, particle settings, maybe 400,000. Wait, no, we can go with 100,000 particles. Okay, and hit bake. Okay, now just render and see how it looks. Just turn off this one and also go to scene world. The viewport animation is completed. Let's check how it looks. Okay, alright, now it's time for us to do the camera animation. Select the camera. I'm going to animate the camera. Go to the go to frame 1. Hit okay. Let's change the resolution to 1920 by 800 to have this wide angle view. Okay, and just rotate the camera like this, maybe like this. Just like the camera, hit I for location and rotation, and the frame 100, going to do it like this. Maybe go to the camera view, rotate, I for rotation and rotation, sorry, location and rotation, and hit V and then hit this one, hit V and hit vector, so it'll be also turn it like this, I rotation, and for the frame 250 we're going to move it, grab X, not X, Y, this, not like that, not that far, Y, push it here, for the camera view, push it like this, rotate it like this, I lock, location and rotation. Okay, now let's see how it looks. Okay, let's have keyframe in the middle like this, rotation. Now let's check how it looks. Also, I want to straighten up this last keyframe. Select the keyframe, press V vector. Okay, it starts moving, looking to the right, that's much. This. Alright, okay. Now we're going to have the handheld camera shake. It's like a handheld effect for the camera. So to do that, select the camera, go to graph editor, and select the Euler rotation, X rotation, go to the modifier, add modifier, noise modifier. Okay, we're going to have like maybe 70 and 0.050 be good, and the depth maybe crank it up to 14. Let's check. Okay, is not enough, so 0.200. You know, it looks okay. Looks okay. So 0.200, 0.300. How it looks. Okay, looks somewhat good. Let's copy it. Press this icon here to copy the settings, and go to the Y rotation and press this one to paste it. Just crank up the values, just reduce this value here, 0.200 maybe, and push it down, and also change the face a little bit. Okay, alright, let's copy it again, go to the Z rotation, paste it, reduce this this value, the scale value, and maybe 0.300 for Z rotation, and rest of that leave it like that. It changed a little bit. Okay, now let's check how it looks. Okay, it looks good. All right, let's do one more viewport rendering and check how our animation came out. Right, so let's go. Let's turn on the particle system. Particles, turn on, and unselect it. It's in the camera view. Viewport render animation. Okay guys, it's finished rendering. Let me show you how it looks. Where is it? This one. Okay. Alright. Alright. This stops correctly. Okay. So that is the thing, guys. So I hope you like it. This emission plane, where is it? This emission plane at the beginning, it came in the render because it's a viewport render. When you hit actual render from here, it won't be rendered because we already checked. Where is that? Show emitter. We already unchecked that box, so it won't be rendered. So let's turn off the particle system. Okay, I think that's all for now. And also while rendering I changed it to 500,000 particles so that it will be more visible in the render. Then I think that's all, guys, and I'm sorry if my I'm so inexperienced in making tutorials. It's the first time I'm making it, so I'm a little bit nervous, and also I didn't prepare that well. So kindly please let me know how I can improve. Please let me know what are the steps I need to take to improve myself in tutorial making. So please let me know in the comments below, and thank you very much, guys, and please subscribe to my channel. It means a lot to me. That encourages me to do more tutorials. I'm planning on doing a tutorial every week, so kindly support me by subscribing to my channel. And also, if you like the video, please like it. And thank you very much, guys. Stay safe, and see you next time. See you in the next tutorial video. Thank you so much.